Hello successful Amazon sellers! In today's video I will continue testing and reviewing Helium's 10 tools for finding profitable products to sell on Amazon, for keyword research, for keyword ranking, and for generating more sales. This video is part 2 of 3, and if you missed the first part, click over here and watch it first. And in this video you're gonna see the next 4 tools in Helium 10's tool suite. Those are CEREBRO, FRANKENSTEIN, SCRIBBLES, and Index Checker. I'm gonna test them, try them, and review them for you and tell you what my opinion is. So no more talk, now we fight. Alright, today I'm gonna start with reviewing and testing the CEREBRO tool. CEREBRO means connected to the brain. The tool itself is a reverse ASIN lookup tool. It allows us to enter an ASIN here and get keywords out of this search. It's kind of the opposite of Magnet, this one, where we enter a keyword and we get other related keywords. So CEREBRO is kind of like a reverse engineering of a listing. So let me show you how it works. I'll head over to Amazon and I have prepared this product, grill gloves. I will copy and paste their ASIN here and just click on get keywords. I have searched this before, so I'm just gonna load it from the history. Alright, so here are our stats, and before I start looking at them from top to bottom, just want to remind you that there is this learn icon here where you can get a lot of video tutorials on how to use the tool. So first I have the total number found keywords for this ASIN, which is 1700. I can also see that there are 164 sponsored keywords. The organic are 824 and Amazon recommended are 1040. So Amazon recommended, there is this scoring system that Amazon has for related keywords to this ASIN and to all ASINs in general. So here actually if we say please show us only Amazon recommended, and we get all these keywords which according to Amazon are the most related keywords to our product or to the particular product that we are looking at. And those keywords, this kind of gives you an insight of what keywords you should include in your PPC campaign. Another way to do this, to find out what keywords you should include, is to run automatic campaigns and give them some time, a week or 2 or so, download the data and then see which words convert, which not, and then those that convert, add them to your exact broad and phrase campaign. But this is another topic which I'm not going to go in depth talking about, and let's just continue looking at our data here. So here on the right side, we can see what items over here are frequently bought together, which can give us a very good idea if we want to stay in this niche and launch more products related to this one. We know that people who bought the gloves also bought this one, cooking twine, or those paw shredder clothes, or some other tools. So this is a good idea for future products or for bundles. You can bundle the gloves with those clothes and make a great fit. Okay, so let's look at the filters as well. So what is very valuable here is the organic rank. I can filter the results and say from 1 to 25. And this will show me all the keywords that this particular product ranks on first page for. This way I'll get kind of an idea about the keywords that this seller is driving his sales from. So let's try this one. I will filter organic rank here, organic, yes, from 1 to 25, and click apply. Okay, so now let's look at the results, and especially at this last column over here. So here we see number 1. This means that this seller ranks for this keyword on first spot, so first place on first page. And if I hold my mouse here, I can see that they have been on this position for the last between a week and a month. If I hold on this one, I can see for last 7 days. So this one, 7 days. Usually it's 7 days, but we can also see results like this one, 30 days. Another filter is the word count, which they have as default 2. And of course you can set it to 1, but this will show me products or keywords which, let's say, consist only of the word gloves. And gloves can be all kind of gloves, but I'm only interested in this grill barbecue gloves. So keeping the word minimum count, the word count at 2, gives me higher chances that I get more related to my product keywords. Another way I can use this is to set the minimum word count to 4 or 5, and this way I will get to find long tail keywords. We can also filter by match type, organic, sponsored, and Amazon recommended. If we see a keyword down here who has all of them, so organic, sponsored, and Amazon recommended, this is an indicator that this keyword is a good one. Okay, another filter is Amazon choice, and we have analyze product, other product, and no badges. So if we filter by analyzed product, we will be shown all the keywords that this particular keyword, this particular product has Amazon choice badge for. And if we filter by other product, this one, we will see those that, let me show you down here, that are grayed out. So this means that there is a Amazon choice badge for this keyword, but it's not this particular product that has the badge. And if there is no Amazon choice badge here, like this one, orange grill gloves, this means that there is no product, not this one, not other products that have the badge. Another filter here, we have sponsored rank. So if we filter by sponsored rank, we get to see for which keywords this ASIN ranks first, second, or third in the sponsored results. Of course, not in the organic, in the sponsored. So here we got to filter the organic results. Here we filter the sponsored rank. However, this can change many times per day, as this is basically an auction. People bid on particular keyword, and the results can be different, like they can change every hour. Another way you can use this is to check your own product and see if it ranks for this particular keyword which you run a PPC campaign for. So if we test this and I say it ranks on first place for sponsored, and here I don't have any preferences, and I click applied. So let's click here and sort from smaller to greater, where 1 is number 1 or first spot, and we see that they rank for the keyword grill gloves XL on first sponsored spot. And if we click here and go to the product page or to the search result for grill gloves XL, we can see sponsored. This one is the first one. So as I said, those results can change many times per day, and the information we have here that they rank on first spot is already not updated. And before we go down and look at the results again, we can also filter by exclude phrase or include phrase. Show phrases that contain, exclude phrases that contain something. But let's look at the results now. So we have search volume here, which is how many times a keyword is being searched a month. We have also the CEREBRO IQ score, which is basically the correlation between the competition, which is here, and the search volume. It shouldn't be seen as good or bad thing because it just gives an insight of the relationship between these two columns. For example, a higher, like this one, a higher IQ, CEREBRO IQ, means fewer competitors and high search volumes. So on this one, we see how many products are competing to rank for this keyword organically. And when we look at this one, we see how many compete to rank for this keyword sponsored. So how many people are paying to rank for this keyword. And we also can see the CPR for 8-day giveaways. This is basically the number of units you need to give away in the course of 8 days in order to rank on first page. So I'm gonna click here and sort it from highest to lower. And let me just say something, sponsored rank. I'm gonna clear those filters and just run it one more time. So I get more keywords. Then I'm gonna look at, let's say, this one. So apparently the keyword oven mitts has crazy huge search volume. Almost 400 products that are competing for these keywords. More than 7,000 products competing for organically to be ranked organically for this keyword. And I have to give away 832 units within 8 days in order to rank on first page and compete for a lot of sales. Now this makes more than 100 units a day. And if I have just stocked 500 units, if I give away, I can't even give away that many, but let's say I have 1,000. If I give away 832, I will automatically start to sell a lot, and this will be great, but I will only have 170 units left in stock, which means that I don't have enough time to restock, and I don't have enough cash flow to restock because I have given away those units. I didn't sell them. Remember that I gave them away. And to sum up, this means that going for highest search volume keywords where you have to give away so many units is definitely not the best strategy you can choose to launch your product. Instead, I will go here and find something way more doable, like 70 and below. So we have oven mitt. Great, much better than what was this? Oven mitts, 800 units. And honestly, Amazon is smart, and Amazon knows that oven mitts misspelled, so we are missing one T here. Oven mitts is same as correctly spelled oven mitts. But let's take this one. I like this one. Grill gloves, heat resistant. So there is a good, very good search volume, 1,700 per month. Sponsored ASINs are a lot, and a lot of competing products. But the giveaway words are only 56, and we can see that it has all the Amazon recommended, sponsored, and organic. So that's a good keyword to go for. So the concept behind the giveaway is pretty straightforward. So the goal is to rank my product on page 1 for a specific keyword. To do that, I need to give Amazon signals that my product is being searched with this keyword, particularly this keyword phrase, people find my product by searching for this keyword, they buy it. And when this happens, Amazon rewards me by moving me and my product up the search results for that specific keyword. So the more people buy my product by finding it through typing this keyword, the more I will be pushed, or like I will get a lift for this keyword. And after giving 56 units away, which in Amazon eyes could be 56 sales, because those are just highly discounted products. You give them away, you give them almost away. That's a 95% coupon codes that you give to people, and they purchase your product for highly discounted price. So you will end up almost giving up 56 units, and you will be ranked on first page for this keyword. That's of course best case scenario, and there is chances that this might not happen. But all this process is explained in a guide made by Helium 10 themselves. It's called the CPR method. It's made by, I actually downloaded this and read the whole thing, and I think it's a very, very easy explained how you do this. The guide is based on a case study which is done by Manny Coates, who is the founder of Helium 10, and also Bradley Sutton, who is their keywords guru. The case study this guide is based on is they managed to generate 39,000 in 4 days while launching 2 new Amazon products with only 2 reviews each. So this is very, very incredible and very good example that actually this thing works. And I will link this guide in the description below. It's absolutely free and you can just download it. So to sum up, let's say, what is the best way to use this tool? The best way is to say which keywords with minimum searches of 1,000 a month, which you can filter here in our 1,000 a month in our filters. Which keywords within this range with minimum 1,000 searches a month, this particular product ranks on page 1-4. So I'm looking for keywords. Remember, I have the product. This is maybe my competitor, and I want to know what keywords with more than 1,000 searches a month this product ranks on first page. So let's try this one. Let me just check here. We need 2 keywords. Yes, please. And organic. Great. Apply. That's awesome. So we ended up with 33 keywords, different keywords that have over 1,000 searches a month. We can include them in our listing and PPC campaigns. Okay, another powerful way to use CEREBRO is the multi-ASIN search. So as you can see, I only entered 1 ASIN here. So you can enter more than 1 related products to this one. So similar products also ranked on first page on Amazon. And you can find the best keywords for your listing. If you have already gotten Helium 10, remember you can sign for their free plan. So if you already have Helium 10, just make advantage of their free learn videos over here. And they have abundance of educational materials for each tool. So just go and explore and make sure you check second and third. So let me just click here.
How's it going, guys? Bradley.
So make sure you check the second video, how to find top keywords for new products and how to find how to measure mature products performance. Okay, before I move into the next tool, I need to do some more filtering here. And because all these tools here, they're connected with each other somehow, I'm going to do something now, which I'm going to explain later why I did it and how I did it. So I'm gonna put 2000 here for a minimum search volume per month. I'm gonna keep the word count 2. I want to see at least 4 competing products for that keyword, and as you can see here, now instead of 1 ASIN, I have 4 ASINs. So those are the 4 best-selling products for the word that I typed here, which was grill gloves. And that we assume is my most broadest keyword for my product, which also brings most sales. So I'm typing here all these 4 ASINs, 2000 search volume minimum, 2 word count, 4 competing products, and I'm hitting apply. Alright, so I got 18 keywords. Those 18 phrases have the highest search volume, and those are the words that I want to have in my title, description, and bullet points. So therefore I'm gonna come over here and hit copy, and then I'm gonna go to Scribbles. I'll open it in a new tab. I will paste those 18 phrases here, and I'm gonna hit apply. So this I'm gonna leave like this here, and I will move on to the next tool, and later on I'll come back to this one and explain why we did it. So let's go back to our CEREBRO tool and just move on to Frankenstein. So Frankenstein is their keyword processing tool, and the way it works is by importing keywords directly from their tool Magnet. So all the tools are connected. I showed how Magnet works in part 1 of this sequence, and now I will quickly go to Magnet so I can export words from Magnet to Frankenstein. I'm gonna type grill gloves and hit search. Load from history. Okay, so now I have 151 words, and there are 2 ways I can do this. I can click export and copy them directly to Frankenstein, or if I have already opened Frankenstein as I did over here, I can copy and paste them there. Before I do, I notice here that there are a lot of brands like Weber, Vision, Extreme, or maybe Extreme is just the keyword, Fortune, again Weber. So what you can do, I don't have time to go through all of them and exclude their brand names, but you can come here and exclude phrases like
Weber, let me just see, separate with comma, so Weber, Vision, Fortune, and so on.
Then I'll apply again. And now you can see there are 138 instead of 151. So of course, when you do your listing crafting, you will have time and you will go through all of them and see if something doesn't make sense, like this one. This is a brand. You cannot include brand name in your product detail page, so there is no point of copy and pasting this one in Frankenstein. So let's assume I have done this. So I'm gonna come here and say copy those keywords. I'll go to Frankenstein and I'm gonna paste them here. Okay, so we have a 442 keywords, and probably there are a lot of duplicates like grilled, griller, gloves, and so on, and I'm interested to see the unique keywords. So we want to remove duplicates. We want to, for now, maintain phrases. We want to protect numbers. Depends on the product. Depends on the product. I'll keep it for now. I want to remove common words like to, of, from, with. I also want to see only one word phrase per line, and I want to see the frequency count. I also want to remove single letters because those are not keywords and they don't serve me. and I don't want to maintain phrases. And now you can see from 442 we got 172 words. Of course, you can go and look through all of them and see things like 932. If it doesn't make sense for your product, then just remove it. This one, does it make sense? No. OV, I guess people tried to spell over here and they misspelled it, so it could be also a good idea to include things like this. MK4, I have no idea, it could be a brand. LA, does it make sense? So you come here and you use your common sense and you choose what makes and doesn't make sense. Let's assume that I have gone through all of them and I have decided that those are the words I want to keep, and those are very important keywords with high search volume. They appear a lot. I also want to sort them by frequency. Now, great. Now we can see we have gloves that appear 44 times. So what I'm gonna do now is again copy and paste. I'll copy and go to my scribbles. Okay, so now I have pasted all these keywords that I grabbed from Frankenstein, which showed also the frequency, and I paste them here below those 18 phrases. Remember the 18 phrases. Now I will click apply, and this means that we are done with Frankenstein. So basically Frankenstein did what? It was the connection between Magnet and Scribbles. Magnet helps us to find all the most important keywords that we want to include in our title, bullet points, description, and backend. Scribbles is the tool that helps us craft and optimize our title, so we make sure that all these important keywords appear in our detail page and in our backend. And Frankenstein is a tool that helps us connect those two. So we got the keywords from Magnet, we used Frankenstein to sort them, to exclude all those that we are not interested in, to remove the duplicates, to remove the numbers, to remove the common words and also the asins, and we only kept those that are most important and also with highest search volume. We copied them and we went to Scribbles, pasted them here and applied. So now we are done with Frankenstein and we can continue looking at our next tool, Scribbles. In my opinion, Frankenstein as a tool isn't something special, and if you have Excel, you can do all these sorting function, filtering and removing duplicates easily in Excel. Then copy and paste the words in Scribbles as we did. Of course, this is not an innovation, but it makes the things way easier, so it just saves time. It's like imagine walking and driving. Both will take you to work in the morning, but you don't choose to work, do you? You choose to drive your car. Why? Because it's faster, and everybody wants to save as much time as possible of this. This is a precious resource, so I really cherish that there are all these tools put together where I can do this filtering and removing duplicates and everything, and easily I can even directly go to Scribbles, so I never leave the tool when I do my product research, my keyword research, my keyword sorting, and then listing crafting. Alright, so we continue now with Scribbles. We have all the words and phrases that are important for us and we want to include in our title. What this tool does for us is to give us this blank canvas where we can craft our listing by, it also shows us which of the keywords that we already researched we want to have in our title, bullets, and descriptions, and it shows us which of those we have used in all of these paragraphs and different parts of our listing. So those keywords, as we said, are from Frankenstein. I didn't really spend time to check all of them if they're relevant, and for the sake of this example, let's say that I did, and all of them are those that I want to have somewhere in my listing. So remember those 18 keywords that I copied from CEREBRO, which we said they are the most important keywords for me, those with highest search volume, and I also have those from Frankenstein, which are basically single words. Note that we go to Scribbles after we have found all relevant keywords for our product that we want to rank for, and we are going to try to fit them somewhere here in our listing. So this tool basically is a easy way to keep a record which keywords you already integrated in your listing, and it's very handy. If I didn't have disabled the maintain phrases feature, I would have a lot of about 400 phrases, and if I have copied all the phrases and pasted them here in Scribbles, it would have been impossible for me to make sure that all these phrases appear in my listing. First, it won't sound customer or human friendly, and second, you can see here that I have limit. I have 100 characters, here 50 characters, here 200 characters. So I cannot afford to have 400 different phrases in my title. Even if I am able to do this, I will be basically doing some keyword stuffing, which is absolutely boring, and we need to remember that there are people reading our titles and people who click on the titles, so we also need to use some copywriting here. We also have this function here where we can sort the keywords by color, and red means most important, then we go to orange, green, blue, gray, and black. So my goal is to make sure that all red keywords and phrases appear in my title, bullet points, and description. I also have subject matter, and I have 5 paragraphs to include 50 characters in each subject matter, and also search term where I can include 250 characters in one paragraph or in one line. And remember, my highest priority keywords or phrases are those 18 phrases. Those are the highest search volume phrases, and I want to make sure that they appear somewhere here. Before I go further and craft my bullet point using Scribbles, I want to share with you something I learned from Helium 10's webinar called, this is a method called niche themes, which I clearly didn't know, even though it kind of seems obvious. So to show you what niche themes means, I will type here grill gloves, and I will look at the top listings. So those two are sponsored, and let's start from here. So niche themes, this is basically the way the top listings look like. So do they have long or short titles? Let's look at this. Long title, long title, long title, long title. We got it. All of them has long titles. So you don't want to be different. You want to fit in. You want to have same title, because obviously those listings, they perform very well. Next one. Do they use emojis in their bullet points? Let's look here. no emojis. Let's try one more. Again, no emojis. So this is basically what I'm gonna do. I'll open each one and see, do they use emojis or not? Do they have lifestyle images? Let's try this one. So that's their main image, lifestyle image, lifestyle image, again, product photo, lifestyle, and they also have a video. So those, let's assume that everybody has lifestyle images. So it means that I have to have a long title, I have to have lifestyle images, my bullet points should not have emojis. Also, how many images they have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 and 1 video, or 7. If you're not brand registered, you will have a image instead of video. One more thing, do they have their brand name in front of their listing or at the end? So I notice here that that's the only one that doesn't have it because it's 3 in 1. So they decided that this is the most important feature of their listing or their product. But if you look here, this is their brand name. Brand name, not brand name. Again, brand name, this is the product that we use for our example. Same here, same here, same here, and so on. And also for which keywords they use capital letters. So here I noticed that they use capital letters only for their brand name. You see there is a pattern. So this is a niche theme. So this video today's video is not meant to show you how to optimize listing in depth, but instead how to use Helium 10 and in this case Scribbles to craft your listing and to make sure that all important keywords in your listing appear in your listing. So you make sure this way you make sure that it converts. So to show you how I would use Helium 10 to craft my listing, I will pretend that this one is my product. I'll pretend that I have already came up with a title and this is it. I'll paste it here and now see what happens. So all keyword phrases that appear in our title and also here, they get to be underlined and also highlighted in the specific color. So we have oven mitts, it gets to be crossed over here, and let's see here, oven mitts appear here. So remember, our main goal is to get these 18 phrases somewhere in the listing and then use the rest single words. So I'm not gonna go in details, but check this one. We have barbecue gloves here. It's a red one. So we said the red one is the with highest search volume and we are very, very interested to have it in our title. So we're gonna keep the brand name, and we said everybody has the brand name with capital letters. So I'm gonna just use their method. Barbecue gloves. So I'm going to remove oven from here. Boom. And now I have barbecue gloves, one of the most important phrases in my title and almost at the beginning. Best versatile heat resistant grill. I'm going to put oven gloves here. Grill oven gloves. Lifetime replacement insulated silicone oven mitts for grilling. So let's see, grill gloves. We don't have grill gloves here. Waterproof, finger, hand, wrist protection. Okay, I'm gonna also get the bullet points from this same listing. So now we miss oven mitt and grill gloves. So here we have feed up with smelly stained oven mitts that soak up water and burn you. America's the silicone, I'll just keep it silicone gloves instead. So see here, silicone oven mitts. We already used this. Silicone gloves, great. Heat resistant, okay. Bullet number 2, the cooking gloves, featured on the cooking channel, BuzzFeed, soap, food, wine, and more. Okay, we still miss the grill gloves phrase. So I'm gonna put it somewhere. Our oven gloves. I think we already use oven gloves somewhere over here. So I'm gonna say our grill gloves. You see? So I'm adding keyword here and it's being crossed off this list. One more example, no need to return. There's not a lot of keywords here. This one, extreme heat, so gloves, best barbecue gloves, heat resistant gloves. So I'm gonna say best heat resisting, resistant. Great. And I also miss grilling gloves. If you aren't happy with your grilling gloves, cute. Awesome. So this is basically how it works. You craft your title and bullet points and description so they sound inviting, so they bring up curiosity in the one who is reading those titles and bullet points, but you also make sure that the most important phrases and keywords appear here. Keep an eye, so see how much longer those bullet points are than what the tool allows me. So we have 404 characters and the tool allows me to have 100. Of course, we see that those guys here, they have extremely long bullet points, which obviously Amazon allows them to have, but it's not sure that after the hundredth symbol, what is written after the 100th symbol, so let's assume 100th symbol are up to here, so it's not sure that the rest is being indexed. For some categories, you're allowed to have longer bullet points, longer titles, and it depends on the category your product is. But keep an eye on this. But also don't try to stuff with keywords, because remember, we have all these subject matter paragraphs plus description plus search terms. So if there are words that are like misspelling or Spanish word or something that you just don't think fits the front end and it doesn't really make sense to the reader, to the customer, you always can come and put it here in the subject matter. So this is basically how Scribbles work. It's an amazing tool in my opinion, and for those who want to make sure they get the most out of their front and back end of their listings, plus it saves you a lot of time, and time is money. Alright, so I'm quickly moving to the next and last tool for today, which is the index checker. Let's begin by saying, why do we need such tool, and what does indexing mean? So to have your product indexed for a certain keyword means to your product that it can show in the search results when customers are searching for this particular keyword. So once you create your listing and have your product live, your job is not completely done. You need to see if you're indexed for your keywords. So in our case, we have grill gloves, and we have to make sure that we are indexed for this keyword. So every time people come here and type in the search bar grill gloves and hit enter, our product will appear somewhere in the search results, hopefully and ideally on first page. But let's make sure first that it's indexed. So if you So if you aren't indexed by Amazon, regardless of how many promotions you run, you will never appear in the search results and customers won't discover you. Also note that having a particular keyword in your title or somewhere in your listing, bullet points or description, usually is a reason for your product to be indexed for that particular phrase. But this isn't always the case. So it's your job to check and make sure your product is indexed for the keywords that bring most of the sales for the top sellers in your niche. So I'm gonna say this again. It's your job to check and make sure that your product gets to be indexed for this keyword, which in our case happens to be the keyword that brings most of the sales for the top sellers in my niche. Alright, and here's where our index checker tool comes in. So to show you how to use this tool, I'll take the same product and I'm gonna grab the ASIN. I'm gonna go to index checker. Let me see, I'll paste the ASIN here. And now let's think of phrases that I want this product to be indexed for. So we start, of course, with grill gloves. We want to rank for grill gloves. We want to rank, let's say, for the brand name, which is Eco Grips. And let's now take one word that we are 100% sure this product should not be ranking and should not be indexed for. I'll say let's take unicorn. What happened? Unicorn. Okay, so now we have those two words. Absolutely makes sense that we want to be indexed, and one that makes no sense that we are indexed for. Okay, one thing here, I'm not gonna add seller ID, not yet. I will do after, and I'll demonstrate this function. I'm gonna click on check keywords and finished. Okay, so I'm gonna start by looking at the cumulative. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this column. So I can see I'm indexed for this keyword, I'm indexed, and I'm not indexed as we expected. So how this tool check the indexation? It simply runs a test. You can do this yourself, of course, but the tool will again save you time because you can do it just by one click. But I want to show you how this test is being run, and you can also do it yourself if you want. By clicking on the traditional index, I'll be taken to this page. So this page shows me that a test has been run for this ASIN, our ASIN, and this keyword. And when I scroll down, do I find my product? Yes, my product is here. So this is how you can check. You can type your ASIN here. You can type a keyword and hit search. And then you can see if you're indexed. That's the easy part. So this is the traditional index, and here on the other column, in the other column, we have the field ASIN index. And let's take again grill gloves. If I click on this check mark, here I can see, yes, for this ASIN and for this keyword, there is only one product ASIN indexed. And we also have the storefront index. As you can see, all of them are not indexed according to this search, and the reason is because we didn't add seller ID. But if we look at cumulative, we can see that regardless of which one indexation our product is indexed for the particular keyword, we are indexed. So that's what matters. But question is still, what is this storefront index for? So in order to test this, you will need to add the seller ID. This is something that Helium 10 have come up with some time ago, and this is kind of a separate index that provides information and kind of proves that there is a way to get indexed for a particular keyword without having it anywhere in your front or backend, which is certainly something that I didn't know and surprised me very much. And again, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense, but I didn't come to think about it before I saw their video about it. So let's try something. So let me show you. We're gonna search not for product, but we're gonna search for a brand name. So I'm gonna search for Poppy Austin. This is a skincare brand. They make some facial oils, and what I see here is all Poppy Austin's products. And when I scroll down and go to next page and keep scrolling, I'll come to see a product that is not by Poppy Austin. Neither this one. Okay, it was sponsored. So sponsored, they can appear, but this is not sponsored. Please notice, so this is organically ranked on second page for Poppy Austin product that is obviously not Poppy Austin's product. Neither is this one nor this one. What I'm gonna do, I'll first open this listing and see if they have the phrase Poppy Austin in their front end, which I'm absolutely sure they don't, because it's against the terms of service of Amazon. So then I will think if they maybe have it in their backend, because this will be the only explanation for this product being indexed for this keyword. How I do this? I'll do this by going to their storefront. I'll click here on their name, and you can see up here it is a page that shows only product. Give me a second. I'll click here, storefront. This page shows only products made by this brand called Rise and Shine. So those are only their product, and this is their storefront. And here you can see this is their company name. So to check if they have Poppy Austin phrase somewhere in the backend in one of the products, in whichever product, I will do a quick check here. I'll type Poppy Austin and I'll hit enter. So no results have been found for Poppy Austin. This means that Poppy Austin appears nowhere in front end or back end for this product, for these products made by this brand and company. To prove you that this method works and it will not show you no results for whatever keyword you type, I'm gonna type something very relevant for this brand, and let's try with face oil because they make face oils. Ta-da! So we have a bunch of face oils here. We'll try one more. Let's try with vitamin C serum, the exact same product that appeared when we searched for Poppy Austin. Here it is, the vitamin C serum. Okay, so now we know that Poppy Austin doesn't appear in their front end, in their back end, but they get to be indexed and also get to be shown on the second page in the search results for this keyword. So that's a mystery. One more reason I'm sure that they don't have Poppy Austin in their backend is because Amazon will not allow you to fool the customers and put these keywords in your backend, so when they search for Poppy Austin, you come up in the search results. So they will sooner or later find out and either suspend your listing or flag you and give you a notice that this is not good. Question is, how did they get indexed for this keyword organically? And you saw they were not sponsored and they don't have the phrase Poppy Austin neither in the front nor in the back end. So what I'm gonna do is take their ASIN and paste it in the index checker. So let me take this product, take the ASIN and paste it here in the index checker. Oops. All right. Next one is to take their seller ID. How do I do this? I click here on their company name. I go to their storefront. Oh, no, I'm gonna go back. So when you click on their company name and you are at the page where you can read their customer feedback, look at the URL and where you see seller equals, and there will be a combination of letters and numbers. So just double click, copy and paste it, and this is their seller ID. Come back to index checker and paste it here. I'll also need to come up with new keywords because those are for our grill gloves example. So I'm gonna say, what is this product? This is vitamin C serum. Also want to see if they are indexed for facial oil, and I want to see if they are indexed for Poppy Austin. Okay, so what I see here is what I expected. Yes, this product is traditionally indexed for vitamin C serum. Yes, it's also field ASIN indexed, and yes, it is storefront indexed. If I click here and go to the test that they run, I can see this is their brand name or their company name and vitamin C serum, and yes, they are indexed. Now go back here, facial oil, same, Poppy Austin. What I see here, the product isn't traditionally indexed, it isn't storefront indexed, but it is field ASIN indexed. So this means, according to Helium 10, that this product is probably on something called PPC index for this keyword. So the mystery is solved, means that this seller is bidding for the keyword Poppy Austin, and he or she is probably getting impressions and being shown as advertised product. That's no-brainer. But somehow the algorithm is indexing them also organically for that same keyword. So that was, in my opinion, very, very interesting. And to see that this product is able to come up organically in the search results, even though that the word isn't in their listing, that was very surprising. This, I believe, is somehow an error made by Amazon, and I think that one day it will be fixed and the algorithm will no longer see this as indexation, because, as I said, this is what matters, and we can see that all of them are indexed. So this was basically one of the things that I learned from their tutorials, which you can find for each tool under the learn icon. There are a lot of videos and very, very cool stuff. But basically, this is how you use the index checker. We type, you copy and paste your ASIN, your seller ID, that's optional, all the words that you want to check if you're indexed for, and you click on check keywords, and then you get your results in the matter of 2 seconds.
So those were the 4 tools we reviewed today. CEREBRO, FRANKENSTEIN, Scribbles, and Index Checker. If you want to try the tools yourself, you can sign up for their free plan by using my link in the description below, or you can also sign up for their paid plans and use my coupon code, which is SNOWFOX50, and get 50% off of your first month. If you haven't seen part 1 of this tutorial, click up here and watch it. In that video, we reviewed the Chrome extension, the black box, transistor, and magnet. Chrome extension of Helium 10 is for free. You can go to Google, type Helium 10 Chrome extension, click the first link and install it on your Chrome browser. You will get 1,000 searches for free, which are absolutely enough for you to find your first product if you're just starting out now. So that was all from me for today. If you like this video, please give it a like, and if you made it till the end, consider subscribing to the channel. This will help me grow my channel and reach out to more people so I can help them start their own business. Thank you for watching, thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!